Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Swiss. Nuggets game just ended. Absolute blowout, as I'm sure you've heard. We had a great night. We went 4-2, plus 1.67 units. I actually thought I had the under in the Nuggets game, so the whole time I'm rooting for the under. And then with about a minute to go, I opened up the sheet to get the graphic ready to post the results, and I see that I put the over up, and I bet the over. So, still, great night. 4-2 plus 1.67. Let's keep it rolling into Friday night. It's Knicks time. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Swiss. The Swiss. Swiss. Hey, get the Swiss.
First up, we're talking Knicks at Heat, Game 6, 7:30 p.m. start time. Line opens up Miami minus 4.5. Total opens up at 209. Public is all over the Heat on this one again, just like they were in Game 5. Lines moved in an entire point. Opened up at Miami minus 4.5, then it went to 5. We're now looking at Miami minus 5.5. So Sportsbook's definitely reacting to all the action on the Heat in this one. So let's break down the matchup. First of all, I want to say the outside shooting discrepancy in Game 5 wasn't that crazy. I know from the naked eye, it appeared like New York's shots were falling and Miami shots just weren't falling. But actually, the Knicks shot 38.2% from 3. Miami shot 30.2% from 3. So it's not that crazy. Obviously, down in Miami, I doubt the Knicks will outshoot the Heat again from 3. But I don't think there's a ton of regression there. Miami was just cold in the first half, so it got in everyone's head that they were shooting cold from outside. Actually, their shots were falling in the second half. Now, Knicks take the rebound battle 50-36 in Game 5, and you might be thinking that should regress back to the Heat down in Miami, but that's how the rebounding battle is supposed to look with these two teams. I mean, the two games where Miami out-rebounded the Knicks, those were the anomalies. The Knicks are first in rebounding percentage since the All-Star break. Miami's 22nd. So yeah, New York out-rebounded Miami 50-36 in Game 5. That's how the rebounding margin should look between these two teams. We're talking about an elite rebounding team versus a bad rebounding team. So I don't think that necessarily regresses back to Miami. Overall, will the Heat shoot better from outside? Most likely, yes. But keep in mind, Max Strus and Duncan Robinson combined to go 9 of 20 from 3. That's 45%. That's excellent. So I don't think the regression is as extreme as you think it is in that department. I expect Game 6 to look similar to Game 5, honestly. So at +5, how do we not take the Knicks? Look, I know I'm a Knicks fan. I want the Knicks to win, but I truly don't believe I'm being biased here. I think +5, the value's on the side of New York, especially with the public heavy on the Heat. If you're betting Miami here, what exactly are you betting on? Are you thinking the Heat are going to out-rebound the Knicks again? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I can assure you there are no numbers to back that up. There are no numbers to support that claim. I'm rolling with the Knicks. I'm also taking the over at 208.5. The over's been good to me in this series. For some reason, I decided to stray away from it and take the under in Game 5. Regretted it immediately. So I'm going back to the over at 208.5. Prop wise, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm taking Julius Randle's over 23.5 points. In Game 5, we saw a lot of defensive attention go to Jalen Brunson because he was going off. Julius Randle, I liked the way he was playing. He was patient with his shots, didn't force anything, attacked the basket. He was aggressive when he needed to be. I think he's going into Game 6 with a ton of confidence, and 23.5 points is a low total for Julius Randle as a whole. I know he's had playoff struggles, but this is a dude that averages 27, 28 points a game on the road. This is a road warrior here. So yeah, give me Knicks +5, give me over 208.5, and give me Julius Randle over 23.5 points next game. Golden State at LA, Warriors-Lakers Game 6. Warriors facing elimination again. 10 p.m. start here. Line opens up Lakers minus 2.5. Total opens up at 223.5, but actually it's dropped 2.5 points already. It's down to 221 on some sports books. Public's on Golden State here, but it's not crazy. We're talking about 58, 59, 60% of the action on the Warriors. This is actually the first game of this series where the public wasn't decisively on one side. Line was at 2.5. It dropped down to 2 for a couple hours, but now it's back at 2.5. I would imagine it stays there, especially because the action's coming in pretty even. As far as breaking this basketball game down, I honestly don't know. I've been terrible in this series. Just fade me at this point. We're back in LA, so I guess I'll take the Lakers because they won both games there in Los Angeles, and this is most likely their best opportunity to put Golden State away in this series. But I truly am way more excited to watch this game than I am to bet it. The public has won every single game in this series so far. The public has been on the right side, and the public's on Golden State here. So if you want to ride that trend, I would rock with the Warriors. I know I'm supposed to hop in front of the camera and sound all confident, like, here we go, we're winning this bet. But that's just not how I feel when it comes to this series. I feel like there's a lot of unpredictability to it. The thing is, even if I wanted to concede, say I'm like, you know what, I give up, I'm just siding with the public. The public keeps winning in this series. I'm just going to side with the public. Forget it. We're looking at the first game where the public isn't decisively on one side. It's leading Golden State, but it's not crazy. So I don't even know which way to go, even if I wanted to concede. One thing I will say, Lakers are not going to get out-rebounded at home. They won the rebounding battle in both Game 3 and 4. Game 5 in Golden State, they lost the rebounding battle 48-38. So back in LA, that should definitely swing the Lakers' way. Other than that, I really don't love any angle here. Like I said, I'm taking the Lakers. I'm also going to take the under. It dropped 2.5 points for a reason. The total's gone under in both games in Los Angeles, so I'll rock the under at 221.5. As far as props, I have nothing right now. Maybe I'll have something by the time we get closer to tip-off. I'll put it on the final ticket, but as of right now, nothing. Give me Lakers minus 2.5, under 220.5. Let's go. If anything changes with any of these bets, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. If you want the final ticket, which has exactly which bets I'm placing and how much I'm placing on each bet, head over to KyleKirms.com. NBA playoffs, Friday night. We're getting towards the end of round 2 here. Should be some great games. Hopefully, we can have ourselves a great night. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you on Twitter.